Welcome back to Times Square today. I'm your host, Bob Guinea, and I'm here today with Ruth Klein. Ruth, we are in the heart of Times Square.
No, I love New York.
You made it!
And I did.
How wonderful is this? And for you, oh my gosh, we were talking a little bit about your business and the 30 years that you've crafted, everything that you've done. Tell me about expert celebrity branding and how have you built this business?
Expert celebrity branding is really about taking someone's expertise, but so many times we don't even know what our expertise is.
Right.
And everyone has a brand. Even a 3-year-old has a brand. There she goes again.
Yep, sure.
Everybody has a brand.
Yep.
And so it's basically a matter of reconnecting internally with who you are, really what you want to do. And over the years, psychology has been a big part of my world.
Right, I know you have your master's in
I have a couple of masters in psychology, and I just find people to be fascinating.
Yeah.
And just when you think you got it, you don't.
Right.
And that's the best part, to stay curious with that. And so I have the honor of helping people to reconnect with their internal peace, their spirit and their soul, their mind, their body, and craft a brand that they are in alignment with. Because so many people out in their body are not in alignment.
Right.
It's really
Sure.
with who they are and what they're doing. And it's not because they're not good at it. It's because it's hard for us to know who we are. We don't see the big picture. We don't see the big vision.
So they need you to kind of help them focus and fine tune that edge, right?
Absolutely, because I believe that everybody has a genius zone.
Oh, I love
Everybody. And I also believe that this genius zone is divinely downloaded.
Oh my goodness.
Divinely given.
So there is a lot of spirituality in there.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I it's really about soul-centered performance.
Oh,
How do you show up in the world and stay connected with who you are?
yeah.
And be able to still be visible and absolutely own who you are. There's 2 parts to it. It's number 1, identifying who you are. And the second part, which is harder even, is to own who you are.
Yeah, I think people are probably afraid to do it sometimes, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and I remember I was on 3rd Street in Santa Monica when there was Barnes & Noble, and I was just walking along 3rd Street, and then I stopped, and I saw my picture and some books, and I went, oh! That was the 5th book that I had written, and I said to myself, oh my gosh, I'm an author, not just a writer.
So it finally clicked.
Yes.
Yeah, and it took all those years.
Yes, I didn't own it.
Yeah.
So it's really a fun process. It's really a fun
Well,
process.
to that point, your credentials are brilliant. You have a master's degree in 2 different areas of psychology. You've written 7 bestsellers. You've created quite a legacy for yourself already in your years in the business. What's kind of a common misconception you think that people have when they reach out to you? Like, is it the owning of their brand? Is it that they don't feel like they deserve the success they've had? Do you encounter a lot of that? Because I could see that.
And it's also, I'm not good enough.
Right.
Or I'm not smart enough.
Yeah.
And all of those enoughs,
Yeah.
usually started between the ages of 2 and 8.
Sure.
And
Hearing it from others maybe, or self-doubt.
it's definitely self-doubt.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we heard a parent or a teacher or a sibling or a friend say something, and then we had only the cognitive ability of a 4-year-old or an 8-year-old or a 6-year-old. So we created something that wasn't real.
Yeah.
And then we've lived with that. And we look for things that, see,
Yeah.
I'm not that smart. See, I can't do that.
Right.
No one in my family has done that before. And that's particularly true when it comes to money.
Oh, sure.
Who am I to think that I could make X, Y, Z? No one in my family made that much money.
Right. Yeah, it's almost like entitlement guilt, right? Or not entitlement guilt, but success guilt.
Yeah,
Right.
it's that limiting belief. And I've always, since I was a little girl, I would say, why not?
Yeah.
Someone would say, well, why not? Why can't you do it that way? And I ended up writing a book about that, Generation Why Not?
I love that. That's smart.
And it's not based on age.
Yeah.
It's based on attitude. And that's that's where I help people focus on your attitude.
Love it. I'm all about attitude.
All about attitude.
My mom used to always say PMA all the way. And I was like, what does that mean? Positive mental attitude.
Oh, I love
And so
that.
I would always carry that with me my whole life. I'll look in the mirror and I'll say PMA all the way. Let's go. We got this.
I love
You know?
that. See, I think that mantra is beautiful.
Yeah.
And the idea is if everyone had a mantra, especially looking in the mirror, because that
Sure.
makes it really.
Yeah, you're saying it to yourself. You got to believe it, right? Yeah.
You know, at first you think, oh, that's not accurate, that's not true.
Right.
But then eventually you get that confidence level. And so I'm very much a child and parent advocate.
Yep.
I had a nonprofit for 22 years called the Self-Esteem Council. Why? Because at the end of the day, I work with people and the underlying is self-esteem and self-confidence. And I don't care how good looking they are. I don't care how much they've achieved. We all have that piece in there still that we could build up that self-esteem,
Yeah.
build up that confidence.
A little shred of
A
self-doubt.
little shred of self-doubt. And that's normal. It's
Yeah.
absolutely normal. And then, you know, the experiences that we have might shed more self-doubt.
Yeah.
So it's fascinating to me.
Oh, I'm sure.
Fascinating.
Well, I mean, for you walking down here, you're in Times Square.
Awesome.
I'm sure you believe in manifesting and in creating things. When you look around here, what's your next manifestation?
Right there, baby.
GMA, huh?
Got it. Right there. GMA. You know, I remember I really wanted to be in the Oprah magazine.
Oh, wow, love
And
it.
I bought an Oprah magazine, and I remember I had such energy in my fingers, and I was turning the pages. Not 2 weeks elapsed, and I get a call from the Oprah magazine.
Oh my gosh.
I was interviewed not once but twice.
How wonderful
And
is
so
that?
I'm going over there.
There you go.
Get
Get the energy fingers.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, get the energy, the fingers, get the energy, and I am manifesting. Good morning, America.
I love it.
I love that.
You heard it here first, right here on Times Square today. I can totally see that happening for you. I love your energy. I love your spirit. I love how you're so just committed to serving your people that you work with. And, you know, what's a story you could share with our viewers about a client that, you know, maybe came to you and you were able to kind of turn things around for them or to really help them expand upon what they were already starting to do?
Perfect. So someone was living out of the country, and they had written a book, but nothing was happening.
Yeah.
And so this person said, you got to call Ruth Klein. You know, she's a book whisperer.
Ah, nice. I like that.
And so that's when the whisper thing was big.
Sure.
And so I read her book. I interviewed her for about 20 minutes. And I basically said, I am so sorry. This book does not represent you. Now, I've done this many times.
Sure.
I did this also with the psychologist. She got so upset with me that 3 years later, she came back with tears in her eyes and said, I wasted 3 years because I didn't listen to you. But with this gal, it didn't represent her
Yeah.
because she did not know her brand. She did not have that inner spark in there when
Right.
she wrote that, and I could tell.
Yep.
And so I said, I'm so sorry, but the only thing that I would keep is the cover of the book. She goes, no, Ruth, you don't understand. I had a book coach. I had I published it.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm so sorry. There's nothing I could do unless we rewrite the book. We rewrote the book. She had her first $10,000 weekend.
Wow.
And the most interesting thing is she worked in a government-type department that dealt with moms and children. And
So kind of right up your alley of what you
yes,
love and you're
yes,
passionate about.
Yes. And we ended up putting together a legacy foundation for the women that she worked with.
Wow.
So she helped them build their wealth
Love it.
and become and develop these legacy foundations. Nowhere near what that original book was.
Yeah.
She had interviewed people. It wasn't who she was.
Right. She was probably hiding a little bit behind the interview, right?
Absolutely. We
Oh,
all
wow.
do
Yeah, we all do that.
right?
Yeah.
We all do that. In many ways, we self-sabotage.
Yeah.
We don't know we self-sabotage
Yeah.
because really self-sabotage is just kind of like a protection
Sure.
to feel safe.
Yeah. Yeah, and not show too much of yourself. Not be
show-
vulnerable.
And not be vulnerable,
Yeah.
not be visible. And that is where branding and extra celebrity branding becomes so important. Is I believe everybody has a voice.
Yeah.
And I believe that so many inventions, so many cures are in graveyards.
Sure. Yeah.
For
Very.
whatever reason.
They didn't have the confidence to bring it forward, maybe, or
Yeah.
something of that nature. Yeah.
Or wars, or whatever that is.
Yeah.
And so we have a responsibility to share what's inside, to get it out there, be visible,
I love it.
have that expertise, and become a thought leader. Whether it's doing mosaics on tiles, whether it's about the wealth industry, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because everybody has that genius. So if you can spark
Right.
that internal peace and they're in alignment with it,
Yep.
they have purpose, that's what drives, I believe, that's what drives me. It is so important for me that I can help people identify their voice and find fun ways to get it out. Whether it's a book or speeches or media or whatever that might be.
Yeah.
Podcast.
And your experiences, I mean, you're an expert, right? So it's like you are telling them, hey, learn from what I've done, take these strengths that I know you can do, and you're giving them the power to do it. I love it. I love your energy.
Learn from my failures.
Yeah, we all do.
There's a lot there. There's a lot there. And, I've often heard, and I do believe, that we learn more from our failures than we do from our successes.
Agreed. 100% agreed.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. I love your message. I love the work that you've done. How would our viewers be able to get in touch with you and get you to give them a consultation for your services?
Yeah, I'd love it. They can go to my website, ruthklein.com, and they can even pick up a free guide to 5 productivity tips, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what industry you're in, doesn't matter what you do. If you don't have the momentum and the productivity, it becomes knowledge instead of wisdom.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, Ruth, thank you. Thanks for being a part of Times Square today. I appreciate you. Thank you. You're awesome. I wish you the very best. I'm so excited for our viewers to get a chance to work with you.
So much.
And with that, we'll be back with more Times Square Today. Stay with us.